Hey y'all, it is Shortcakey here. Hope you're having a good Friday. Now, this is the most cherished scene in childhood. A mom or dad cradling their sleepy baby, softly whispering lullabies in its ears so that they close their eyes and go to sleep in the land of dreams. Lullabies and nurseries rhymes are soothing or funny melodies shared with kids to either put them to sleep or to help teach them new words. They're simple, almost trite expressions of love or a way to honor past events that have long since been forgotten. Usually, we wouldn't think about them twice. But don't you remember latching onto a phrase or two in a nursery rhyme that felt particularly jarring? A disturbing image that didn't seem quite so benign? Comment below. Let me know. History's most beloved nursery rhymes had their origins in British and early American history. And they usually concealed hidden meanings, such as someone expressing their displeasure with the government. They were easy to remember and could be spread by word of mouth, a necessary way of communicating the news at a time when most of the population was still illiterate. Now, I found some of the creepiest nursery rhymes ever and their bone-chilling meanings. Definitely don't share this information freely with your kids. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife who cut their toes off, who cut their toes with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? Now, most of us know this one. It's weird to think that this one is one of the most famous nursery rhymes ever. It's pretty violent, even if it's referring to an old form of pest control. However, it is commonly believed that this variation of 3 blind mice, of which there are many, dating back to 1609, believe it or not, is not actually about a bunch of pesky rodents. No. The 3 blind mice is meant to refer to 3 Protestant loyalists who were accused of plotting against Queen Mary I. The farmer's wife refers to the queen who, along with her husband, King Philip of Spain, owned large estates. Queen Mary here is actually the infamous Bloody Mary, who bore a well-known bloodlust and boundless enthusiasm for everything involving torture, death, and basically being one of the most feared royals in history. Although she didn't actually cut off the tales of the Protestants, as inferred by the rhyme, as spooky and gross as it is. Instead, Bloody Mary burnt the mice at the stake. Pretty horrifying that this cutesy rhyme has been sung to kids for centuries. Its real meaning completely lost. Now, this is the sweetest lullaby of all. There are so many heartwarming scenes in television and movies featuring a mom languidly humming this gentle tune to her baby. However, if you listen closely, lyrics are pretty weird. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, baby and all. Pretty macabre, right? There are numerous interpretations of this particular lullaby. A popular one states that it is actually about the son of King James II of England and Mary of Modena. It is widely believed that the boy was not their son at all, but a child who was brought into the birthing room and passed off as their own son in order to ensure a Roman Catholic heir to the throne. Apparently, cradles were sometimes hung in trees at the time, but instead of a soft breeze rocking the baby back and forth in a slumber, a thief could come and steal one of the sake of the king and queen, leading the cradle to fall, baby and all. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Originating in the late 1800s, this creepy nursery rhyme, bizarre meaning, is perhaps well known by most people. While its lyrics have changed over the years, it is popularly maintained that this twee song is about death, specifically the 1665 Great Black Plague of London. The rosy is the rash that covered the afflicted, the smell from which they attempted to cover up with a pocket full of posies. The plague killed nearly 15% of the country's population, which makes the final version, ashes, ashes, we all fall down, a rather self-explanatory and uncanny statement. While some historians have recently discounted this interpretation of the infamous rhyme, it remains its most well-known backstory. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Now, as far as bizarre nursery rhyme goes, y'all, this one seems like the most inconspicuous, or insidious, whatever you want to say. Although it's not totally clear why people enjoy singing about a collapsing bridge so much, there are a few theories as how this popular rhyme and its adjacent game came to be. One states that it could just be a way to refer how difficult it was building the bridge over the river Thames, which took years before it was complete. Now, another is that the rhyme is actually referring to the supposed destruction of London Bridge by Olaf II of Norway in 1014. But perhaps the most terrifying understanding of this rhyme has to do with the fact that people feel it refers to a child sacrifice ritual. Apparently, the song is about the burning of children still alive and screaming at the time of the deed in the foundation of the bridge. This was based on the idea that a bridge would collapse unless the body of a human sacrifice was buried in its foundation. Never heard that. And that the watchman is also a human sacrifice who will then watch over the bridge. Whereas no archaeological evidence of any human remains in the foundation of London Bridge have been found, this ghoulish myth has continued to endure. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Yes, this is one creepy one too. And while its lyrics have been modified through the century, Jack and Jill remains a popular rhyme since it first became well known in the late 1600s because so now people jokingly twist the words around to turn it into something considerably naughtier than exhibited. Here, insinuating the nursery rhyme with an eerie veneer of sexual innuendo. But what does it mean exactly? Some historians have posted that it is simply a nonsensical verse with no particular hidden meaning. But others remain steadfast that in their belief that the rhyme contains complex metaphors meant to denote something more nefarious. One of the most common theories surrounding the story origins that is about Francis Louis and his wife, Marie Antoinette, who were both found guilty of treason and subsequently beheaded. Others feel that it is an account of King Charles I's attempt to reform the tax on liquid measures. When Parliament rejected his suggestion, he instead made sure that the volume was reduced on half and quarter to pints, known as jacks and gills, respectively. There is another more likely belief, y'all, that the rhyme has its origins in a more local affair. It records the events in the village of Kilmerton in Somerset when a local spinster became pregnant. The supposed father is said to have died from a rock fall soon after, and tragically the woman also died in childbirth. Now, lullabies are meant to invoke a sense of calm, infinite care, and peace. But in reality, our most popular songs and rhymes mask gruesome histories that are still being unraveled to this day. Why are we comfortable singing about murder and mayhem to our kids in hushed tones? No one really knows the answer. Maybe these songs invoke the caregiver's emotions, the thoughts he or she cannot loudly give voice to in polite society. It remains a mystery, almost as enigmatic as the nursery rhymes themselves. Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed researching and making it for y'all. If y'all like, make sure you smash that like button for more videos like this. And I hope y'all have a good Friday. Make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe. Don't forget that subscribe button, guys. Love y'all. Smoosh and hugs. Till next time. Bye.